Hey guys, this is Splatterman117 here back with another review for Evil Dead, or The Evil Dead remake. Anyways, um, so basically, a group of friends go up to a cabin. There are three girls and two boys, and one girl has a drug addiction, cocaine, and then they go there to see if she can undo her habit of doing it so often. So they pour it down, and then this girl starts going insane and shit. And then they find a book, and they find the Book of the Dead. Anyways, they find it, and what's cool about this one is that they take the book and the book doesn't burn like when they put it in the fire. And I thought that was really unique about the book in this movie. And then they find the shotgun, and they find that, and basically all hell starts breaking loose. And then the girl that does all the drugs wants to get out of the cabin, and her brother tries to take her back to the way they came, but then there's a river and there's too much water flowing, and then they can't get back. So then they go back to the cabin, and then she eventually jumps into a car, and she's driving down the road, and she's screaming and shit, and goes in the water. And then she sees the evil force in the woods, and gets basically abducted by it. And then she finally eventually makes her way back to the cabin, and then she gets put in the cellar. And then everybody else starts getting infected, and this one girl goes in the bathroom, and the mirror, she's trying to find something in the cabinet, and she does. And then the mirror closes, and scares the shit out of her. And then everybody just starts going fucking ape shit, in my opinion. And sits there, and basically they turn into deadites. And then this one girl has to cut her arm off, and so it doesn't get infected anymore. And this one guy gets stabbed with a needle several times, and literally the guy literally got stabbed by a needle, and he had to pull it out of his eye. And I thought that was cool and unique, and I'm glad that they stuck to practical effects. I mean, obviously there's CGI that if you pay attention in the movie, and either way I think they did a good job of that. And basically you know, they have to go down there in the basement, and this one girl does. And she pulls on her tongue, she's with a knife, and cuts her tongue in half, and there's a lot of blood. And then eventually she breaks out of the basement, and she's on top of this one girl, and just fucking vomits just so much blood in this girl's face. And I thought that was pretty interesting too. And then basically this one girl has a nail gun, and she's going after this one guy. And then they kill her. And then nearing the end of the movie, they bury the one girl. And then her brother has to eventually hook up a car battery, and take the needles and wrap it with duct tape and electrical, and just stab it into her, and brings her back to life. And I thought that was pretty interesting and pretty unique. And then basically they burn the whole cabin down, and he dies. And she goes and gets chased by the demon that screwed her up in the beginning, and gets stabbed by a machete a couple times, and flips a jeep over, and breaks, has to rip her hand off. And she only has a stump, and she has a chainsaw. And then she's feast on this motherfucker, and shoves a chainsaw down her throat. And it was raining blood, and there's a lot of blood. And I think it still looks pretty good. And anyways, I think I'd give the movie a 7 out of 10. No matter what, I really enjoy this movie. I mean, it's not my favorite Evil Dead, but no movie in the Evil Deads are they really bad at all. But for a remake, it's pretty good. So Hey, have a good night.